Hi, welcome to this edition of Connections. I'm Christy Naus with the Community Foundation, and you know I love to help you know what's going on in Greater Des Moines. And today I'm in the Urbandale Food Pantry with its CEO, Patty Sneding-Kisting. Patty, thank you for having us today.
Thanks for being here.
Such an important organization in our community. So many of us have talked about food insecurity, and you're doing something about it every single day. So thank you for your work.
Absolutely.
Tell us more about Urbandale Food Pantry, and I really am interested also in the space that we're in and what it does here.
Yeah. So the Urbandale Food Pantry has a mission of giving food with dignity and compassion, and we've been doing that for 17 years. What started as a very small grassroots effort of a local neighborhood community pantry has turned into the cornerstone that it is today. When I started at the pantry in 2019, we were averaging about 800 to 900 families a month. And over the course of the pandemic and then the aftermath, we're currently serving about 2,200 families a month right now. So as the services have grown and as the families in the community have needed access to more support, we've been able to meet that need and really support families with a variety of things.
Well, and part of meeting that need is actually this new building. I mean, you couldn't serve everyone that was coming to you in the space that you started out in. So this is actually a new space for the Urbandale Food Pantry in the last year.
Yep. So November of 2023 was the first month that we crossed that. We served 2,000 families in a single month threshold. And that really started the conversation of we need more food. Where are we going to put the food? The demand is real. This isn't going away. And that started the conversation of the new facility that we're currently standing in. We also wanted to take this opportunity to really kind of reimagine what food support looks like. We know food insecurity is just one small piece of that larger poverty problem.
Right.
And how can we support families better? To me, hunger is rarely about food and more about impossible decisions that families have to make. So how can we create a space that we can do food and continue to do food really well, but also have a space to welcome on community partners to provide their services where families already are? And so that started the Nourishing Our Community capital campaign and new facility project. We bought this building in May of 2024. We started renovations and construction in September of 24, and we opened the doors April of 2025. So a very short turnaround time.
Yeah, but needed. I mean,
Yes.
it needed to be short because you were, and you've used some statistics before sharing. I mean, with the capacity that you see, you had a couple of minutes per families to have face-to-face time. And one of the things that you're addressing with this new space is also just sort of providing a community hub or a hub for services where people can address some of those other things that they're dealing with.
Absolutely. We're really excited for 2026 to start working through the build out of this space that you see right now, to have office space, reception area, and more space for our community partner organizations. Right now, we already have Broadlands WIC, who is here every week providing services to family. We also have Project Iowa that is here providing services, and we're getting ready to welcome on some additional partners and really work through the intentional process of how do we welcome on partners and really make sure that it's a reflection of community need as well.
Yeah. And it's kind.
Yes.
I mean, you know what it takes to get to a food pantry for some people, right? Whether it's on the bus or it's with their children and all. And if they can access some of those other things, that's what was really attractive, I think, to the Community Foundation when we awarded a leadership grant to this project was that it really was the epitome of better together, as you said. So
Absolutely. The number one goal is just to have a welcoming and dignified experience. And so this space, in comparison to where we were, we actually have a waiting room. So families can come in. At our old space, they would stand outside in line and brave the elements of the weather. And we have the right infrastructure. And I keep thinking back to what we just recently navigated with the government shutdown and the delay of benefits, being able to be a participant for the Healthy Kids Iowa program. all of those things we were able to say yes to and respond to and meet that moment because of this new facility and space that we have.
Well, I love the way that you show up
Thank
for
you.
our community and have continued to do that, and the other partners that you bring into the fold,
Yeah.
and also the way that you show up in the overall kind of community plan to address food
Absolutely.
insecurity. You've been hugely engaged in that
Thank you.
as well. So thanks for your work.
Absolutely.
What are a couple of things you want to share about your dreams for the future for this place?
I'm really excited, like I said, to kind of get to work on that community hub. We, are serving so many families and just being able to support them better, continue that welcoming and dignified experience and be that connection and community point. I think it takes a lot to show up and say, hey, I need some help. And just to be able to provide those resources, have that conversation, have that touch point for individuals to, find a way to have a thriving community. And
Yeah.
the support and the partnerships from cross sector and the community foundation to government, individual donors, corporate, it's a better together. And it's what we can do when we all come together.
I love that. Well, that's a perfect way to end. I hope that you liked learning more about the Urbandale Food Pantry. Check them out on their website and see how you can support it.